and rise of Donald Trump. Donald Trump's rise to the presidency in 2016 marked a significant shift in American politics. As a billionaire real estate mogul and reality TV star, Trump was an unconventional candidate who broke away from traditional political norms. His campaign slogan, "Make America Great Again," struck a chord with many Americans who felt neglected by globalization and disillusioned with the political establishment. Several factors contributed to Trump's rise. 2008 financial crisis. Many Americans, especially in the Rust Belt states, felt the economic recovery after the 2008 financial crisis had left them behind. Manufacturing jobs vanished and economic inequality increased. Trump tapped into this economic anxiety, promising to bring back jobs and renegotiate trade deals. Anti-establishment sentiment. Trump presented himself as an outsider, running against both Democratic and Republican establishments. His brash and filtered communication style contrasted sharply with the polished speeches of career politicians, appealing to voters tired of conventional politics. Nationalism and Mexico. Trump's strong stance on immigration, which was highlighted by his pledge to build a wall on US-Mexico border, appealed to voters worried about national security and cultural changes. He framed immigration as a threat to American jobs and safety, and it resonated with those who felt their way of life was under threat. Populist themes in Trump's rhetoric. Trump's populism is defined by several key themes: us versus them. Trump frequently railed against the swamp in Washington, D.C., portraying himself as a champion of ordinary Americans against corrupt politicians, the media, immigrants, and global elites. Nationalism. Trump's rhetoric emphasized American exceptionalism and sovereignty. His America First policy prioritized national interests over international cooperation, and it led to withdrawal from international agreements like the Paris Climate Accord and the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Protectionism. Trump criticized free trade agreements and advocated for protectionist measures to shield American industries. His administration imposed tariffs on steel and aluminum imports and renegotiated NAFTA, resulting in the USMCA, the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement. Media as the enemy. Trump often attacked the mainstream media, labeling it as fake news and accusing it of bias against him. This tactic undermined public trust in the media and solidified his supporters' loyalty by portraying the media as a part of the elite establishment. Impact of the Republican Party. Trump's rise significantly transformed the Republican Party. Historically, the GOP was associated with free market principles, limited government, and strong national defense. Trump's populist agenda, however, shifted the party's focus in several ways. Economic policy. Traditional Republicans emphasized free trade and fiscal conservatism, while Trump embraced protectionism and was less concerned about budget deficits. His tax cuts and deregulation efforts aligned with conservative orthodoxy, but his trade policies marked a departure. Immigration. Trump's hardline immigration stance became a central issue for the GOP. The party largely rallied behind his calls for stricter immigration controls and increased border security, which reflected a broader shift towards nationalism. Political style. Trump's confrontational and unorthodox style of politics became a hallmark of the Republican Party. His use of social media, particularly Twitter, to communicate directly with the public bypassed traditional media channels and set a new precedent for political communication. Party loyalty. Trump's influence over the Republican Party extended to its members. Politicians who supported Trump were rewarded with his endorsement and the backing of his loyal voter base. Conversely, those who criticized him faced primary challenges and ostracization within the party. Electoral successes and challenges. Trump's populist appeal translated into electoral success in 2016, where he secured key swing states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. His victory demonstrated the power of his message and the effectiveness of his campaign strategy. However, Trump's presidency also faced significant challenges. Polarization. Trump's tenure deepened political polarization in the US. His rhetoric and policies often sparked intense debate and division both with Congress and among the public. Legal and ethical issues. Trump's presidency was marked by numerous legal challenges, including investigations into the Russian interference in the 2016 election and his impeachment trials. These controversies further fueled partisan tensions. COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic presented unprecedented challenges, and Trump's handling of the crisis faced widespread criticism. His downplaying of the virus, inconsistent messaging, misinformation, and clashes with health experts contributed to a chaotic response. Conclusion. Donald Trump's rise as a populist leader has very significantly impacted the Republican Party and American politics. While his presidency was marked by significant challenges and controversies, his influence continues to shape the GOP and the broader populist movement in the United States.